I'm in a packed cinema, all by myself, again. And then it pops up on the screen. Big, large, red. Sholay. It's bigger than I've ever seen it before. Bigger than the TV that I used to watch it on so much as a kid. And the sound louder too than the tinny stereo of the VHS. It engulfs me. And something in the pit of my stomach reacts. The corners of my lips begin to rise, a smile of anticipation. And I know I've made the right decision. So what if I couldn't find anyone to come with me? I've always wanted to see this film on the big screen, and now I am. For the next 3 hours and 24 minutes, not including the interval, I will be transported from the stuffy British Film Institute BFI cinema to the dusty plains of an Indian village, where I will live through our heroes on the screen, Viru and Jay. Jay is the cool one, played by Bollywood legend Amitabh Bachchan. And then there's Viru, more chatty and comic than his best friend, and my favourite, both looking iconic in denim flares and wide lapel shirts. It was the 70s. As soon as they appear on screen, the audience erupts with a cheer. And we, the children of immigrants with roots all over the diaspora, know that tonight we're leaving our British reserve and etiquette behind, as we go full Desi in this cinema. And now, in true Bollywood style, to cement the fact that they're both great mates, we get a song. This is the ultimate bromance. Best mates cruising down the open roads on a motorbike and sidecar, singing to the blue skies, an ode to friendship. Ye dostati, hum nahi todenge. Nothing will come between these two. And the other thing that you need to know about Viru and Jay is that they're brave. Bahadur. Like, really Bahadur. Like, stop the hijacking of a train, Bahadur. And this gets them hired as mercenaries by the Thakur, local landowner, who's out for revenge. And these two are the only ones who can get him what he wants. Gabbar Singh. We don't see Gabbar when he first arrives on screen. We just see his legs pacing back and forth as men shiver terrified in his wake. Now there's evil, and then there's Gabbar Singh. He's the type to shoot your grandkids, so he's not bothered about killing 3 of his men for failing to collect his bounty. And why didn't they? Because Viru and Jay stopped them. So now Gabbar's out to get them too. Back in the village, and things are peaceful enough. Viru has fallen for local village girl and chatterbox Basanti. And Jay has fallen for a widower. So the boys might have reasons to stay and settle down. Also, it's Holi, so time for another song and dance. Now, I've done Holi in Stratford, but it pales in comparison to the celebration on screen. That's the kind of Holi I long for. There's a Ferris wheel, stalls, and a whole village is out throwing colours, heralding the arrival of spring. Now, this idyllic scene doesn't last long, as Gabbar and his men burst onto the scene, causing havoc and teaching the villagers a lesson. Now for some over-the-top Bollywood fighting. Our heroes drive the bad guys off. Yet there's a moment where the Thakur could have picked up a gun that landed by his feet and stopped it all. But he didn't. And Viru and Jay call him out for the coward he is. Gabbar murdered the Thakur's whole family. And the reason Thakur couldn't pick up the gun? Gabbar chopped off his arms. Intermission. This is the bit I've been dreading. Now everyone's going to know that I'm the Ullu who's here by himself. I pretend to read something important on my phone, but in reality, I've got no signal and there's no internet. I notice a girl in a green sari top. She smiles at me. Obviously a pity look for the loner. And after what feels like an age, people get back in their seats. Thank God. And what's the best way to restart things? Another song. Mehbooba, 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 mehboob. Now, this isn't just one of my favourite Bollywood songs, it's one of my favourite songs, full stop. And people in the BFI are up and dancing like they would have in cinemas across India. And I can't help myself. I join in, from my seat, obviously. Mehbooba, 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 mehboob. And from here on in, things really kick off. Gabbar kidnaps Basanti. Viru storms off to save her, but he's captured too. Gabbar orders Basanti to dance, and if she stops, Gabbar will shoot Viru. But Basanti dances in the blistering sun and keeps on dancing, even when Gabbar throws glass on the floor and her feet bleed, just to keep her beloved alive. That's real love. And just when she's about to faint with exhaustion, Jay arrives to save the day. An epic gun battle ensues. And I'm just as excited as when I was a kid. In the midst of the battle, Jay tricks Viru into leaving and escaping with Basanti to safety. He's paying the ultimate price for his friend, and he's shot in the battle. By the time Viru gets back, it's too late. And all he can do is watch his best friend die in his arms. Viru is now a man possessed. He avenges his best friend's death and battles Gabbar to the end. With his best friend gone, Viru is set to leave the village. He says a somber goodbye, but when he steps on the train, who should already be there waiting for him? Basanti! And they ride off on the train together, leaving us with a glimmer of hope and this sad tale of friendship. And I've got my own train to catch, and if I don't hurry, I'll miss it. I did mention the film was 3 hours and 24 minutes long, not including the interval. And as I go to leave, the girl in the green top approaches, and she hands me a leaflet. It's for a Bollywood film club.
You should come.
Okay. I'll see you there.
Definitely.
And all the way home I hum, Mehbooba, 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 Mehboob.